Yeah, because we are a little dark.
Okay. So we're on the dark side. Good morning. It's Wednesday again.
Wednesday, yeah, it's the last day of November.
Oh, it sure is.
And you know what? We are so fortunate because we don't have big snowbanks outside and we aren't scraping our windshield this morning.
No, but it's raining.
I know, but it's a warm rain.
So it'll be a good day to shop or sew or...
Yeah, it'd be a good day to come to Cherished. Or we could wait till tomorrow. But, yeah, it's nice out, I thought. You know, I look at the rain and go, you know how many inches of snow that could be? No thanks. No thanks. Because I'm still wearing shoes. I don't have my boots.
Yeah, Margie saying, rain, rain, go away, so quilt.
There's Wendy Dalrymple and Jackie and Margaret. Good morning. Who else do we have there? It all of a sudden it got quiet. Oh, there's Shirley.
We just had to quickly say some stuff.
I'm back.
We're back.
Yeah, we were just, it was wonderful. We got to go, Bill and I drove down to Tennessee, and we celebrated Thanksgiving, U.S. Thanksgiving with our kids. And so the original plan was just to go see Billy and Nicole and the boys. And then Davey was able to fly into Florida, and he and Tiana and the baby drove up on the Thursday. And we celebrated dinner we had our big Thanksgiving dinner on Friday. So Grandma got to cook all the things her grandsons like. So I got to make the stuffing and the gravy and the mashed potatoes and the deviled eggs and the green beans the way they like it. So spent a bunch of time in the kitchen on the Thursday morning, but like on the Friday morning, but like who cared? It was wonderful because you could have seen their faces when they were eating stuff. It just made me happy.
Sounds like a feast.
And they're still, they're still adjusting in their new home. So with their table, I had them bring in their patio table from outside because they have this beautiful big metal table. Because they were like, oh, we can eat wherever. And I was like, nope, not on Thanksgiving. This is a family meal. We are all sitting around this big table together. And so the guys had to lift this big heavy table and get it in the door. I think they were like, okay, I guess what Grandma wants, she's getting today.
Sounds like a Cynthia plan.
Anyway, so we all got to be around the table together. And little Miss Eleanor just played on her play mat and cooed and gooed and
Happy little
yeah. She was like, she has some toys she plays with a little bit, and then of course she's discovered her feet at 5 months, so it was quite cute to hear her carrying on in there very happily, and we could see her, so that was very nice. So it was very nice to spend time with the family. We got down there Wednesday at noon, so we had time with Billy and Nicole and the boys, and Billy was able to take a couple extra days off. So we had time with them Wednesday through like a whole day. So we and then we went up for dinner, and yeah, it was just really nice. And then because Nicole and Billy and the boys had not met Miss Eleanor, so that was the very first introduction of her to the family. And it's cute. I have a couple pictures to show here after, or maybe we could show them sooner. Yeah, we should. But she loved the boys, but she in particular loved Heath. She just had. So here we are all together. We managed to get the timer on the camera to get a picture. So there we are. And let's see, what do we got? Grandkids. Look at how Heath is holding Davy. If you could have seen the live picture, Davy's just trying to get right underneath to make sure that Heath doesn't drop her. But he had her pretty tight. We said that kind of reminds us of the Christmas Story, Ralphie in the bunny suit, with her arms stuck right out. And then here she is with Nicole and Heath.
Well, I think she looks a lot like Heath. So
yeah, she's just so
cute.
She's just So it was very happy family times. And see on the back of the couch,
yes.
There's my candy cane lane pillow. I made one for each of them. So, and they lit up, and we did not put the buttons on the one that is going with the baby. But I did tuck them in the back, so at some future date we would know where the buttons are. So they could be sewn on. But we had them all lit up. And one of the things that I did, and it was my friend Darlene Denny had suggested it, for those long pillows, especially when we have the lights, because Arlene, you did it. You used the glue gun to hold those little things from coming back out because they get to be kind of pernickety. Was to use the glue gun to kind of hold them in place. Well, then you don't want to be forcing a pillow into a sleeve. So I just put a nice long zipper the whole length of the pillow, so I could just lay it in there nicely and zip it up. So
Very good idea, darling.
yeah. So I think that's what I'm going to do with those long bench pillows in the future. It's really no problem to put in a nice long zipper like that, and actually you're using less fabric. Truly.
Mm-hmm.
And with our zipper tape, it's still, it's a savings. Anyway, so what do we have for door prizes?
Today, I have these little quilting flags, some little quilters needles in betweens. Not bad. We found another, you know how we're always moving stuff around? Well, we found another dog panel, so we're going to do that one.
That one was one of my favorites.
And then we're also going to do the Happy Quilting, Oh Happy Day panel. So make a comment, and then we'll do a draw at the end. And then if you want anything that you're seeing today, Cynthia at cherishedpieces.com, or Tammy, T-A-M-I, at cherishedpieces.com, or you can call us, or come see us.
Now, speaking of dogs, on our way home, we stopped to see Bill's sister up in West Virginia. So we did that loop on the way home, and they have, because one of their dogs had passed away, and they always have more than one. So they have a new golden.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, his name is Ben, and they always do rescues, and this one is a bit of a snaggletooth, just kind of the way he wasn't perfect because he has his tooth comes out at the side a little bit. His lip covers it, but in a smile. But he is so sweet and so gentle, but so puppyish. So it was fun.
So
and
somebody
he's made friends with the other, and he's made friends with the other dog that's very crippled, the other golden beau he had been a rescue, but he'd been in a crate for so long that his back legs were deformed. So it's like a real effort for him to go upstairs. Like he can't just sit. He has to lay down or be walking. But he's such a wonderful dog. He has the best home. So they're good buds.
I just saw somebody said they had lost their dog on the weekend.
It's so hard because they're part of the family and we mourn them. It's a grieving process for a dog, and it can't, like for our pets. Yeah, that's all part of that love. So our hearts go out to you because we've certainly been through that, all of us. So,
are you excited?
Today I have energy. Yesterday I was like coasting on the last of the fumes. I don't know if I was super tired, but today I woke up, I have energy, took my vitamin D. There's Lynn Coker from Glencoe, and I did have a cup of coffee earlier.
Mine's still over there. I forgot to bring it over here.
Oh.
That's okay.
So should we talk about these? Let's talk about some of these pretty fat quarters we have.
All right, so there's new Christmas kind of holiday fat quarters. This is all like little treats, holiday treats. The chocolate, all the peppermints, candy canes. Ooh, look at this one. The cupcakes. What's that, ribbon candy?
Ribbon candy, exactly. Because when I was a kid, that was popular, and I bet you there's lots out there that will remember that.
And then, of course, like the
some of it was like a cinnamon flavor.
I don't think I ever liked those.
Oh, I did.
So there's those.
But they get sticky and hard and get, you had to kind of pry them apart in the bowl after a while.
Yuck.
Well, no, but I just have these memories as a kid of those, that big thing of candy.
So there's also these
There'll be other people out there that'll remember that. Come on, guys, stick up for me.
Stick up for me that they're gross. What did you think? You tell us. Did you like them? Did you think they were gross? We'll have a poll this morning. So while I'm yakking, here's all the
look at that. See with the trees,
metallic-y.
And look at that one. See with the pretty deer. And these are all $3.50.
Yes.
And we're going to have these displayed. Aren't those nice? There's some
so if you're needing to do some little projects, those are great to pick up for those.
Yeah, because these could make little table runners or little fabric bowls. What else do we have? Look at. Did you show these?
No, I have not.
Okay, because I didn't want it to be like that other week when you said we've already looked at them, and it would be like
There's the little snowman. Well, we should try it again sometime. See if you're
If I'm really with it?
Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
it was funny.
You're getting a few people. I like ribbon candy.
But you remember all those candies that were hard candy in the bowl? Yeah.
You know when your mom went to the grocery store and they had the candy in bulk, and then she'd come home with the bag, and you look at it, be a
See,
little
we never-
disappointed because you didn't get your favorites in there.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
see, we never had bulk.
Somebody said, "Oh, gross."
Well, okay.
Yeah, well, I'm sure we all have good candy memories. Yeah, there's some more with the stripes and the little snowman, the skiing,
The
and
snowflakes and the kind of
Snowflakes.
like this nice little plaid. Yeah, and look at how cute they are. Because, see, it looks like it could be skis, but I'd say maybe the snowmen are holding, like, cinnamon sticks. Could be
okay,
anything.
could be up for interpretation.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oh, somebody said ribbon candy, not my favorite. Well, you could cut your tongue on them too. I remember that.
Oh,
Yeah, because it would get sharp on the edge and you could cut your tongue, so you had to be careful. Anyway, memories. So, what do we have now? Okay, I guess I'll just keep on going. The iron has come in, and we love our Panasonic cordless irons because it has the nice vertical steam. I'm going to open this so you can see. This just opens up at the sides, and poof, look at this. This is a beautiful teal color. We just have the one color. We thought we would do that. And Tammy, maybe you could show the nice precision tips that they have for details. And you can do vertical or horizontal steam with it. It has an anti-drip system, and it's tap water compatible, so it has an anti-calcium system, so it's not going to build up. And quilters, it has an automatic shut off after 30 minutes. So that's really good. So you can fill it like this, like through this top, or you can push this little button here, and this just slides off, and you can take it under the tap. And your cord is right here.
on the side, I think, right here.
Yeah, right there.
Right there. So
And it'll just kind
pulls, so it's retractable.
So it's very nice. I mean, this has been my favorite iron because it hasn't given up. We just have not had the issues with this iron that we have had with others. And this is selling for $169, and which I think is actually pretty good considering what our exchange rate is right now. But it's very pretty, and we do have some in stock.
All
So,
right. So, if you
so that's
need
kind of a
an iron,
nice Christmas present, isn't it?
put it on your list.
What do you have that's maybe a small one?
So we have these little bobbin clamps. They're $1 each. I'm just going to show you. They come in the pink, the blue, and it looks like a yellow. And so they just soft, kind of like that rubber, like little claws. You just put it on there so that your bobbin spools aren't unraveling and creating a big mess and getting tangled.
Yeah, that's very handy, and it keeps things nice and tidy. That's kind of something nice to find in your stocking.
Yes, I was going to say it looks like a stocking thing. And then there's also these little snips. You know, sometimes you just want the little snips to, you don't want scissors, you just want to quickly snip something. These are great for that. And these are $5.75. And there's some other colors too.
And we just, sometimes it's good to have some that just are at a price point that isn't too high. You know, that just, so if you should lose them, it's not the end of the world. It's not like losing, your $35 pair of scissors.
There's this sip and snip. I was going to say snip and sip, but I guess you could do that too. So it's a little caddy that, you can put your drink, your coffee, your tea, your water, and then there's a little basket where you can store some stuff and put your clippings in there.
Yeah, I usually throw clippings or little scraps in there. What this does, because I have one on my sewing table, is that it gives me permission to have coffee or something else near my sewing machine. Because if it's not in this, then I don't want it anywhere near my sewing machine, because it takes nothing for an accident to happen. And I don't want it to happen near my machine or on my fabric. So, and these are really good for retreats too.
Yeah, so that just screws onto the edge of your table so that it's
And
hanging
all
off
these-
the side.
Yeah, all these multiple thicknesses. So it is a great.
Oh, and that's 34, I should say. There's these Ale House fat quarter, no, 10-inch layer cakes that came in. So they've got all the, the chips, the pretzels, the beer, peanuts, nuts.
This is kind of good for a guy if you're making something up for a man, or a young man. Could
Just
be
something fun.
20
Yeah.
something, yeah.
Oh, and those are 53.
So we have some of those in stock.
You want to do this, or
Sure.
you want to talk about some of the stuff on your list?
Okay, let's talk about some of the stuff on my list. You will have noticed, like Stuff My Stocking, we had a successful Stuff My Stocking. We did run out of some things some days, but that just says, get it in early. And then we'll gauge better next year, because we never know. But we switched midway, I think it was about day 5, we switched to a new email program, because we were having so many issues with our other program where people weren't getting emails. And if you had an email that had an iCloud or an @me or Mac, any of those Apple extensions, and then there were some others, you just didn't get them. It would say we would have them in our program and it wouldn't be delivered in the mass email. If we were sending it to you individually, like just replying to you, it would come to you. And in our Shopify, on our online, on our web page, if you signed up there, it wasn't going up to the Snap Retail. So we switched to Constant Contact, which, you probably don't care, but we switched to this new email program, and it interfaces with Shopify. So now if you sign up on our web page for email, it is automatically going to go to the list. So that is a good thing. And we would like to start collecting birthdays and anniversaries, because I think it would be fun to be able to acknowledge some of that. So we'll take a look. So I did want to tell you that we have that new email, and we found that we had fewer bounces, and we cleaned out some of the different ones that, and maybe some people that didn't want to hear from us. Unfortunately, it's kind of a tough time to switch, because you were either, like Jan Valentine said, you were getting 2 emails, because we had the old program going and the new. We kept both of them going through Stuff My Stocking. But going forward now, we're only going to use the one. I lost my thought, Jan, because I saw your comment. But we shouldn't, it was just that we don't send out that many emails, but this is the one time a year where you see a lot of email from us because of the 12 days. And I think some people went, too many emails. So they...
Well, yeah, because it was a lot of people were getting 2, sometimes 3. So,
and then the 3 on day 12. Well, that's because I made this mistake. And this year, I think I only kind of made the 1. But on my day 12 heading, it said day 11. And because day 12 is so popular, I was concerned that you would think, we didn't get the one on the gift certificates, day 12. So I resent it with a day 12 heading. So that's why you would have got 3. But you won't be seeing that again. Thanks, Sue. I bought those when I was away because I thought they were fun. She just said, I like your earrings. So Stuff My Stocking pickup will start tomorrow, because we're going to be filling those today.
mm-hmm.
I wanted to mention that we are going to be closed between Christmas and New Year's, and we're going to start putting things in our emails and on our webpage and things like that to remind you that. So that will give all of our staff some good family time, and then we'll be back for the first of the year. And for those of you who like to come to our retreats, because we're so full already next year, we have some openings in January and a few in September of next year, and that was it. So we added one in April, so April 16th. So.
Somebody asked if they are on the old email list, will they automatically be on the new email
Yes,
list?
absolutely. Yes. We have ported all of that over, and that's why some of you were getting 2.
Yep.
So.
I saw Alberta ladies watching.
Yeah.
Fun.
So just so that you know that this whole email thing is going to be straightened out, and going forward, you should only see one from us. And if you're not seeing one from us, let us know. But just you can sign up on the on our webpage at cherishedpieces.com and know that you're going to be getting them. There won't be as many going forward as our 12 days, but there we go.
All right.
Okay, and I did want to mention the April 16th retreat, because sometimes that's a nice Christmas gift that somebody could buy for you.
That's
So
true.
I just throw that out there. Okay. What have you got to show us, Tanya? Thank you for reminding me to go through my list. So,
All right. Quilt has new Bob on board.
lock on board.
Lock on board. I'm getting all mixed up today.
Because it's kind of short form to Bob. Lock on
It
board.
has a bob. a new Bob. It's Washington's Puzzle. So it's a new one that you can try. It's $83.99. As always, they have some ideas on the back. Could be
This
fun.
one looks nice.
Yeah.
I like the way this looks, and it's sometimes it's just the way you how you position the blocks and how your color values as to what you can do with them.
Yeah, so that it looks fun, like that looks colorful. You could mix that all up. And then we did bring in the 4-inch mix and match.
So some of you who like to do little blocks, can you imagine like little 4-inch blocks?
And then also the angles and the corners that go with it. So you need this one first, and then add these two to your collection. So
Perfect.
yeah, if you were waiting for a 4-inch mix and match block, that's in, and that's $349.99. And then we have those extras. So those would be good wish list things.
Yeah, we like to make sure we show you a few of those. Now, do you show that box, and then I will show you what I have for mine?
Yes.
Yeah, you have the box of it too, right?
Yeah.
So we brought the Caterpillar bag in. Maybe we'll go to big screen right now for a minute. Brought the bag. We have the bag and the glow board, and it's $210 and $50. So if you buy the two together, we'll do $250, and you can save $10. And this is a light box, and it's 12.5 by 16.5, or 12 by 16.5. So I brought mine today to show you just how wonderful this tool is, and to be able to show you some of the things that you could do with it. And one of the things that I like about this particular size, do you like the way I'm looking around at it here? Okay, where's the on and off here? Oh, it's on the top. It's right here. Okay, come on, girls. Come
Good
on.
morning.
Good morning. It has 3 lighting levels. But what I like about this one is that this will give me 4 hours of light without a plug-in. And there is, I'm just digging here into the little pocket in the front because that's where I keep it. There is the plug-in with the USB port so that you can plug this in to charge it. So you could use it this way. But I quite like the portability of this. It has a mat that comes on top of this. So, for example, card makers love this because it gives them precision because you can see where you're lining things up. But I just slid a pattern underneath, and I could take my rotary cutter and cut around a shape.
And then,
So I could see so I've got a pattern underneath, and I could see that very easily. If I was going to do this lower roof, I could put this on here and put my fusible on top and see that. But what I particularly like this for is all of our applicators. Here you go. No more going to the window, because you can put this on top and you can trace your shapes out to your heart's content. Now the piece that I have up here is Heat and Bond Light, which is one of my favorite. Now I have been totally converted to this fusible, and I'll tell you why, is because it doesn't fray. I find that when you have it on the back, when you either put it on with your on the back of your AccuQuilt die and you cut it like that, or you've cut it after you've ironed it on to your fabric, and then you cut it out, it's not fraying. So I can still machine applique around it, but I'm not getting the fraying that I was with some of the other products. So this has become one of my favorites, and for any of the scan and cut machines. And I think it was on the blog Power Tools with Threads, and she was the one who'd mentioned it for the scan and cut. And since I have switched, I just love it, and the price point's very good because I think it's maybe $3 a yard or $3.50 a yard. $3.50. Yeah, it's quite reasonable. So here is this nice little light table. Like I said, it is so light, and it's just great to be able to, and I love that you have the different lighting levels because it's got 3 on here, and it'll tell you what your battery level is. But very light, very portable, and this nice bag, it fits in this perfectly. And what I like is, of course, this bag is padded to protect your nice little light box. So the set, if you wanted to have both, is $250. If
Okay.
you just wanted the box or the bag, those are sold separately.
All right.
So there you go.
I think we should talk about the quilt behind us.
That's a good idea.
It is the last one. We have one kit left. It's been hanging up on our walls up near the front door. It's 60 by 72, and the kit is 115.
And I can't believe we have any left because this is so beautiful.
I
This
know.
is one of my favorites.
I think this is one of my favorites to make.
Yeah, I like the trees. I think the whole pattern just fit in with this. And you put this together. And
Yeah,
pick
I
the
loved
colors.
it. Yeah, that was
you did a
Arlene
great
and
job.
I had fun picking colors for this one. It was a lot of
And
fun.
it says Apple Valley Orchards Nursery and Tree Farm. So there's not one thing that doesn't say it's Canadian on it, you know? Like this nice rusty tractor sitting there, and yeah, just
So
feels rural and Canadian.
One more, so if you want it, it could be yours. I should probably show some fabric.
Okay. We actually got some pre-cuts in that go with this great fabric line, don't we? This
My
was-
mother's garden, so we had the 10-inch layer cakes, and then we got in the little fat quarter bundle. There's 16 fat quarters for 72, and then we have, I think, most of the yardage or all of it. Most of it.
Yeah, we've got some here. It has a, to me, to me it feels Art Deco, and it just is. I really like it. I'm not quite sure what I want to do with it yet, but I want to do something. Because some fabrics shouldn't just walk out the door and not have something made out of it for your home, you know?
So these are 16 a yard. It's Northcott that makes these. This is pretty.
Yeah, isn't that nice? And look at, you know, when I say that way, my husband always says, how do you spell that?
Yeah, how do you spell that?
And I say Lookit. Look at,
How does he spell it?
oh, like Cynthia. That's not in the dictionary.
I like that one.
Isn't that nice?
I like how they've got all the different colors in there and managed to put in that nice blue.
Yeah, and like, you know, like the orange with the red. You
Mhm.
know, like it's
Like
just
it's
it's
nice
like a
and happy.
birch red. It's a very happy line, and with the pre-cuts, that just gives you even more flexibility, I think.
Yeah, so you could pick something for a border, some background with your squares. Very pretty. Oh, that we should show that at the end. And then there is more fat quarters. What is this line called, Cynthia?
Hooked on fish.
Hooked on fish.
Because there are some fat quarters that have these great fish on them. It's by Ann Lauer. We have that creamy one, and isn't there one with a dark background? There we go. And there's some turtles and fish in this one. Oh, that one. Never mind. This one's turtles. That one's fish.
And then all the little.
There's all kinds of coordinating prints that are available for this line that we have fat quarters.
It's fun. The bubbles look really good.
So what we did was we picked our favorite ones that we thought, you know, that went with this line nicely, but also thought that they would be fun to use in other projects. Look how bright that is. You know, it's almost like I want to grab like this, where did I put it?
What? This?
Yeah, let's grab one of those oranges and maybe the green,
Okay, so you
and
want
just
that
show
there.
them the contrast when you start looking at these together like that. See how that just pulls that? And look at that
Well,
with
you
the
won't
green.
see the green there, but if I put.
But you can just see, and I'm gonna transfer this up to the front again. You know, between them, how other colors just light these up.
Well, yeah, you really start to see those colors pop.
Yeah, so when they're side by side, you don't see it as much. But boy, that just pops beautifully, doesn't it?
Well, especially like this orange with this one.
Yep. And you know, even the green with this other, like, you know, even the green with this one. Like, look at that. Like,
Are we making you dizzy yet?
we love playing with our fabric.
Well, there's also other colorways. So there's the purple and the kind of bluey teal.
Isn't it? Yeah. So
And
many
then-
possibilities.
Getting into that, that's more blue. It might not look as blue on your screen.
But it has that paisley feel. And I know that there's lots of you out there that love paisley. So, yeah, see there, Sue Miller said, love that paisley.
And then
Yeah,
there's
I
the
like
blue
paisleys too,
bubbles.
Sue. Mm-hmm.
So those are some fun things.
Okay, so should we talk about the quilt behind us?
This is a little flannel quilt, a lap size, 47 by 57. And it's using Northcott, a warm bears it's called.
But it is so soft.
It is very soft.
Like, this is like sensuous soft.
So it's $79 for the kit, and it's all flannel. We didn't get that quilted yet, but we'll be sending that out this week. So it'll be a fun little.
And it's
Quilt
not
to cuddle with.
Christmas. It's just a nice winter, cuddly, snuggly quilt.
Yeah, you could take that out in the fall and leave it out till spring arrives.
And you could make it a little bigger if you wanted.
Because we still have lots of the yardage. The price of the paisley.
These are 15 a yard.
Okay. I think we have one more. That's Avalon. So we'll show you the fabrics again, and then we'll just talk about the kit. So this is Avalon from Northcott, 16 a yard. It's got those birds on there with those purple flowers. What did we say the type of flowers it is?
They were magnolias.
Magnolias? Yeah, that looks like
That's
a
what I was
magnolia.
wondering.
Artist license on that. Artistic license on the color.
There's some
Look at how
greens.
rich these are.
And then we'll put the navy with the navy background. One more green. And then there's also this creamy one for more of a background, I guess, that you can.
Yeah, nice neutral.
And then there is the panel with just, like, if you switch back to our other screen, the panel in the quilt is 17. And then we kitted this.
Yeah, on the pattern they had it with a light background.
Yeah, you'll see when you buy the kit, you'll notice that the background is light. We decided we wanted to try it in the rich blue.
And it's really effective. I think this keeps it, like, this would be very nice this season, you know, like through winter, and it's very striking.
So
I
it's,
think Deborah Edwards is the artist for Northcott that does this, and she just does a beautiful job. And then you put like this really pretty
with the
one
big
on the back.
birds on the back. We just love that one. So we thought, because it's darker, it almost feels like you're in a room looking out and it's light outside, because it's got the attic window feel.
Oh, it is attic window, isn't it? Yeah, pretty much.
Are you laughing at me early? We have this debate about attic windows.
So how much is that kit, Tammy?
It is $49.95.
And it is how big?
Somebody didn't write it on there. Let's see. 38 by 51.
I think she did. I think she just didn't put the thigh.
Oh, okay.
You
Alright.
could add a border to that one too and make it bigger.
Oh,
Yeah.
a border on that would, with one
Or
of
you
these
could
fabrics.
come back with the blue and do like a wider border on that yet. So
But,
there's some
I mean,
options.
Yeah, I mean, we've got some stunning ones that would be very nice beside it. And I also wanted to say, you know how wonderful it is, Tammy and Arlene, and Darlene and Cheryl and Angelique, how wonderful it is that I can actually go away for a week and not have one thing to worry about at this store, because I know it's in good, competent hands and our customers are going to be treated well, and that the show goes on, and that you and Arlene did a wonderful job. And I was watching you live, and it was so much fun.
Yeah, we had lots of fun.
Anyway, so thank you so much. I really sincerely appreciate that, and I want the world to know how wonderful you guys are and how much I appreciate my staff.
Probably too
We just got cut off.
Oh, we got cut off? We have to come back on so we can do door prizes.